our goal is to take the things that we've loved from different festivals we've been at around the world and create a more intimate experience in Los Angeles that's different than what the plethora of LA Fests have to offer. And we bring that into the awards experience. But one thing that I've learned from programming, from being on the other side of things, is truly how subjective stuff is. And you always hear that. I mean, I remember before I started curating, hearing people be like, oh, it's subjective, and being like, yeah, but I lost. And, you know, and I just like being on the other side of it, especially programming a lineup that's so like tight and curated. I mean, we don't play as many films as a lot of other festivals, and we get a ton of submissions. Just, I mean, it sounds so cliche, but guys, like getting here, like every single film that's in this lineup, I want to give an award of some kind. And so, every film that wins tonight, I am celebrating with you. Every film that doesn't get an award tonight, I'm pissed as hell. I'm mad. And one of the reasons why we really, we like to hand the decision over to other people is because we really do get emotionally like wrapped up in these films and the stories behind them and the people. And that's why I'm so lucky to have so many people who stepped in to be jurors. Our process, I think that being transparent is important and demystifying things is important. Kind of the process we use for our category awards is we get a pre-selection jury that is made up of people who have watched every film to narrow down the selections to, usually it's about half of, if there's a category and here's all the films that are eligible for that category, we try to whittle it down to half and then we pass it along to someone in the industry who makes the final deliberations for us. This year, and over the course of the last few years, we're moving increasingly away from just getting Hollywood names and more to people who are related to our community in some way. A lot of alumni, a lot of actors who have appeared in films that shot here, or people that have been supporters in one way or another of the festival. Because again, we're doing things differently here. We're not just looking to create a festival, we're looking to create a family in Los Angeles. And we want you guys to get to know each other. And so keeping our alumni involved. You've seen alumni people do Q&A here this weekend, volunteer, you're gonna see alumni up on the big screen. So again, I don't wanna go on forever because we gotta get to the good part, but that's what we're about, and we hope you guys feel the love. So, without further ado, let's go to the first slide. This is Andrew Rudd. He is the student juror. You can read that here or on Instagram, so I'm not going to pause on it too long. Let's get to Andrew's video to see what he had to say.
Hi, I'm Andrew Rudd, joining you from across the country. I'm in Ohio, and I wish that I were in California to experience the energy of Salute Your Shorts. I'm so grateful for the ways that this festival has impacted my life in positive ways. And I'm also super grateful for the opportunity to watch the student films this year. The Honorable Mention Award goes to Neurodivergent by Afton West. Voice and position. My audience subjectivity seemed as close as I could imagine to experiencing ADHD firsthand. And that's a complex and really beautiful process of filmmaking that allowed you to draw together so many different forms in order to create that feeling. And much more than that, I was with you on the journey, Ashton. Your performance was centered, it gave me a range of emotions, it made me root for you and for every other woman who has struggled with ADHD, often in silence, throughout the years. The runner-up award goes to Susanna by Laura Gamsey. Incredibly moved by this short, and I think any of you who had the opportunity to watch it during the festival know the range of emotions that we experience. We kind of hear about shocking and unthinkable things that Susanna had to experience as a 14-year-old while we are seeing and thinking about her role as a mother and her relationship with her daughter. And so this complexity kind of builds, and then we sort of understand the opening images. And then I feel like Laura saving the most important implications to all of us. We don't get to sort of watch this experience from afar. We have to understand that we're implicated in a system where these factories are one of the most dangerous places for immigrants to work and for people to work, and the ways that the immigration department deported a number of workers workers in these factories. It's just such a compelling documentary, and it made me care and feel motivated to do something. Finally, the winner is Close Ties to Home Country by Kangsha Krasinski.